Have you ever felt like your parents just don't get you? Or maybe you're a parent and you feel like your child is speaking a completely different language. This is one of the most common struggles in families, a communication gap that creates distance, arguments, and emotional pain. But why does this happen? Why do parents and children who love each other often fail to understand each other? This is not just a feeling, it's a psychological pattern that has been studied for decades. The answer lies in psychology. The gap between parents and children is not just about age, it's about different mindsets, different experiences, and different ways of processing the world. Parents grew up in a different time. They had different challenges, different values, and different expectations. Children today are growing up in a world that is faster, more connected, and more uncertain. These differences create a natural divide that often feels impossible to cross. One of the biggest reasons for this gap is the generation gap. Parents often expect their children to follow the same path they did, to value the same things, to respect the same rules, to think the same way. But children see the world differently. They question things. They challenge norms. They want to create their own path. This clash of expectations leads to misunderstandings, frustration, and sometimes even resentment on both sides. Another major reason is communication styles. Parents often use direct commands. Do this, don't do that, because I said so. Children, on the other hand, respond better to explanation and empathy. When parents say, because I said so, children feel unheard and dismissed. When children talk back or question authority, parents feel disrespected and challenged. Neither side is wrong. They just speak different languages. The parent speaks the language of authority, while the child speaks the language of autonomy. Then there's the emotional distance. Parents want to protect their children, sometimes too much. Children want independence, sometimes too soon. This push and pull creates tension. Parents feel like they're losing control. Children feel like they're being suffocated. Both feel misunderstood and alone in their struggle. This emotional distance can grow over time if not addressed early. But here's the truth. Both sides actually want the same thing. Parents want their children to be happy, safe, and successful. Children want their parents to trust them, respect them, and understand them. The problem is not the intention, it's the execution. Both sides are trying their best, but they're using different methods that often clash instead of connect. So how do we bridge this gap? How do we start understanding each other? The first step is to stop blaming. Parents blame children for being rebellious. Children blame parents for being controlling. Blame only creates more distance and defensiveness. Instead, try to understand the other person's perspective. Ask yourself, why is my parent acting this way? Why is my child reacting like this? There's always a reason behind every behavior. The second step is to listen. Really listen. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Listen to what the other person is saying. Listen to what they're not saying. Sometimes the most important things are left unsaid. A child might not say, I feel lonely, but their behavior might show it. A parent might not say, I'm scared for you, but their overprotection might reveal it. Listening with empathy can change everything. The third step is to find common ground. Even if you disagree on many things, there's always something you agree on. Start there. Build from that point. Maybe you both want the same outcome, just different ways of getting there. Finding common ground creates a foundation of trust and understanding. The fourth step is to communicate with empathy. Instead of saying, you never listen, say, I feel unheard. Instead of saying, you're always controlling, say, I need more space. Empathy dissolves defensiveness. It opens doors that blame keeps shut. When both sides speak from the heart, walls begin to come down. And the fifth step is to accept that you may not always understand each other completely. And that's okay. You don't have to agree on everything. You just have to respect each other. Respect is the foundation of any relationship. When respect is present, even disagreement can be peaceful and productive. Let me give you a real-life example. Imagine a teenager who wants to go out with friends. The parent says no because they're worried about safety. The teenager feels controlled and rebels. The parent feels disrespected and tightens control. This cycle continues until both sides feel exhausted and frustrated. But if the parent explains their fear, and the teenager explains their need for independence. They can find a middle ground. Maybe they agree on a curfew. Maybe they agree on check. In texts, this is how understanding begins. Not with demands, but with dialogue. Another example, a young adult who chooses a career path that their parents don't approve of. The parents worry about stability. The child worries about passion. Both are valid concerns, but instead of arguing, they can sit down and talk. The child can explain their plan. The parent can share their concerns together. They can find a way forward that respects both perspectives. In the end, the parent-child relationship is one of the most complex and beautiful relationships in life. It's full of love, conflict, misunderstandings, and growth. But if both sides are willing to try, to listen, to understand, to forgive, then even the deepest gap can be bridged. Remember, parents and children are not enemies. They're just two people trying to find their way, sometimes separately, sometimes together. And when they find each other, something beautiful happens. A bond that is stronger than any argument, deeper than any misunderstanding, and lasting beyond any generation gap. That is the power of understanding.